Hey guys, it's Jessica, and I am going to share a very quick, super easy fall card with you guys today using some products from Brutus Monroe. I haven't shared a traditional video in a while because I have been doing more live videos, but I figured I would go back and do a quick card video just so that you guys had something fresh for inspiration for the fall. So for this card, I am doing a super simple technique where I just take these adorable 1x1 ink cubes from Brutus Monroe. They are called surface inks, and I am using the colors Locomotive, Cabbage, Aubergine, and Jack-o'-lantern. This is the set of fall colors that all come together in a pack that you can purchase off of Brutus Monroe's website. And I will link everything that I use in the description below so that you guys have access to that. So as you can see, it was super fast for me to do that. All I did was literally just swipe the ink pad across the paper and call it good. I like that it's messy. I like that it's not perfect. It's not even. I think that adds to the charm. So the next thing that I did was I snagged the Scarecrows stamp set, also from Brutus Monroe. This is their new September release stamp set. This one and the Pumpkin Faces stamp set were new this month. I grabbed my detail ink in Raven. This ink works magical wonders on my stamps, and I am able to get really awesome impressions. I did put it in my Mini Misty so that I could make sure that I got a really crisp, dark sentiment. I really wanted it to pop against that background, and since I was using some darker colors, I did decide to do it multiple times, even though I had gotten a pretty good coverage before, just to make sure that it was really crisp and black. So you can see it pops really well against that background. Grabbed my Squeaky Clean stamp cleaner, which is also from Brutus Monroe, and went to town cleaning that stamp. You guys saw how black that was, and look, it looks like it's never even been used before. It's incredible. That Squeaky Clean stamp cleaner is amazing. It works really well. It also works on StazOn, and if you use StazOn, you know that it is a very difficult ink to clean, but that Squeaky Clean stamp cleaner does get StazOn off as well. So just to help things pop out a little bit more, I did grab a white gel pen and did some accents on the left sides of my letters just to give it a little bit more of a pop off of that card base. I kind of like the way it looks. It makes the letters look a little more dimensional, and I really like the way that it looks. Okay, so now that I've got my sentiment, I did decide to go ahead and use the brand new die words from Brutus Monroe. This is the Hello die. I really like that the packaging has a sample of what the die cut looks like so that you're not like, I'm not sure which word this is. Sometimes it's hard to tell with just the outline or the shape of the word. So that's really convenient to have. I really like that. Just used a piece of washi tape to stick it down to some black cardstock, and I am going to go ahead and run that through my Cuttlebug just to get my die cut done. Now I am going to die cut it twice, so you will get to see me do that. I decided not to cut anything out of this video. This is just the whole video of me making this card. The only thing I did was I did speed it up a little bit. So no editing as far as content goes. Everything that I did is right here in the card, or in the video, I should say. But now I'm done with my die cut, super easy. And I don't know if you guys noticed or saw this, but the paper literally just like falls out of the die. It cuts so well. Like it didn't even come off the paper on my first cut through, but it's a perfect cut and the die came right off. Like it doesn't get stuck in there. Like sometimes you have to use a tool to get the die cut out, and it's just kind of inconvenient. That is not the case with these dies. They are amazing. And the black color kind of threw me off at first, but it's because they actually have a really good coating on them that helps allow that smooth and flawless let go of your die cuts. It's really cool. Okay, so just cleaning up my mess, there was a little bit of extra fuzz and paper there, so I went ahead and cleaned that up. Now I'm going to go ahead and die cut, or use my die cuts to adhere them to the card front. I'm just using some matte multi-medium from Ranger because this is the one I had my fine tip applicator on at the moment, because I needed tiny, tiny, tiny little dots. And I'm sorry this got cut off a little bit. I didn't realize my camera was a little farther forward than I thought, but I'm just applying glue dots. Nothing fancy, nothing super exciting, just popping on some glue so that I can get it adhered to my card. The cool thing about the way this technique worked out is, for some reason, it actually looks like my die cuts are inlaid. I'm not sure why that is, but they look like they're part of the card front, and that's super cool. I'm not really sure why that happened or why it turned out that way, but they do, and I like it. So just repeating the same steps here, getting the glue onto all those tiny little delicate pieces, and then going ahead and putting it right onto my card front. I did run a little bit out of room up at the top there. I put them a little bit higher, I think, on this card than I did on the first card, but that's okay. I thought it still looked good. And then all that's left to do is just put my sequins on, and then, well, first I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the card base, and then I'll put my sequins on. It gets a little difficult to put sequins or to adhere something to your card base if you've already got sequins on it, because the card is bumpy. So I did this part first. And I just used a piece of black cardstock that was already cut down to size that came in my Birds of a Feather card kit, or inspiration box, I should say. But yeah, I used that piece of cardstock that was already sized perfectly for my A2 size card, and then just popped my card front right onto it using my ATG tape runner, and that made this card even simpler. You guys can see that this card is super duper simple to make. You could pop out a bunch of these. You could also change the theme or the colors to match whatever you needed. You could change it into like a Hello Baby card, or like with Christmas, you can just change the specific details to make it fit whatever you need. And I really like cards like that give you the option to change things up but still use your same basic card design. So like I said, just popping those sequins on with the matte multi-medium, and then that finishes off the card. So I just wanted to share with you guys some quick inspiration for a fall card. Like I said, all of the supplies are linked down in the description below if you need that or have any questions. Be sure to let me know by dropping a comment. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and hit that bell to get notified of when I post new videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.